Hello, and welcome to another episode of TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen, episode number 798, coming to you live from somewhere, nowhere, Dallas, Texas. Why does that sound so weird all of a sudden? It does sound weird, but it is really a real word. I want to shout out to everyone joining us on LinkedIn, Player One Taco YouTube, 0xDegens YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Telegram, Rumble, Kick, on-chain via Unlonely, and on-chain via Soul Media Tech. And those joining us on Twitter Spaces, I know you're far and few between, because where are we really at? We're on video to walk through what we're building, what we're doing, and everything in between. But one of the things we forgot to do as we were setting up tonight's show is we forgot to, we have to close some things down because we have a lot of stuff going, but we have to, oh no, we're safe, we're good. Our VPN is on. I mean, not our VPN. We're in Denmark, supposedly. Why? Because this is how we have to get through some of these protocols and be able to do some of the things that we are able to do and showcase for you. So what we wanted to do today is we wanted to showcase what it's like with LP, what LP is, why you might want it, and no, we don't want, you don't need any of those. That is something else. So yeah. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up a wallet, and we are going to move some tokens over there. We're going to move 10 tokens over, 11 if you count Soul. And heck, why don't we just make Soul 10? And we are going to show you over the next, I don't know, we'll do a 24-hour update, and then a 14-day. So yeah, we'll do 24. Man, I'm making this on the fly. 24-hour, 14-day, and 30-day review of what $50 of each token looks like in a liquidity pool, and we will sort of showcase what you're able to do with them and why you might want to get into liquidity providing at to be honest, in a small scale. It really allows you to partake in a protocol, especially if there's high volume. It allows you to benefit from those trades and those trading fees. Now, in a lot of liquidity, there's two major forms of liquidity providing: V2 and V3. V2 is the standard 50-50. You put in $1 of your base token and $1 of your track token that they're paired, like ETH, USDC. Now, at a 50-50 pairing ratio, as that pool trades out, you'll get in permanent loss very easily. But you'll always it will keep that value roughly for you, but you get a small percentage of those trading fees on the back end once you unstake your position. A V3 is a more dynamic, moving liquidity position to where you're not across the entire range. You can either be a full range position, or you can also pick a more narrow, tighter range of price support, where because your money is getting used more, you'll get more in liquidity fees as well as trading fees. You could see bigger and permanent loss happen if it moves out of your tighter, narrow range. You'll have all of one token or all of the other token, and for some people that can be an issue. If you're doing something really simple like USDT, USDC, you're basically trading dollars for dollars, so it doesn't really matter which way, and you're just getting that bonus that dollar, the change from the trades. and adding to it that way. So we're gonna go and we're gonna pick out 9 tokens, and then we're gonna add Sol as the 10th, and we're gonna set something up. So we're gonna use Hawksite dashboard. As you can see, I like the Hawksite V1 board over personally more than the HawkFi update. It is no longer beta, it is just hawkfi.ag. For a beginner, I like the old site more, and you can find that at hawksite.co versus hawkfi.ag. They are the same project, the same company. They have a ton, you know, they're trying to update their feel for power users, and that's one of the really cool things that we've seen with power users. They've gotten more and more into liquidity, so it's not necessarily about making money on the price of a token, but how volatile it is, how much price action back and forth within a trading range. So if the price range of a token just goes back and forth in this range, back and forth, and sort of goes sideways, that's a lot of action of your money getting used for that trade, whether you're selling or buying. And so you get a lot of fees. And so I really like liquidity providing. Beefy was one of the first to take V2s and take those excess fees or the yield fees and incentive fees and compound them back into your initial liquidity to grow your pool. We saw protocols like Radium do that on Solana. Then we saw projects like Gamma taking V3 positions on Ethereum and sort of keeping you within that middle trading zone, so you wouldn't have so much impermanent loss. What it would do is it would unstake your position when it became unbalanced and restake you in a more balanced pool, so it would trade that value back and forth, and it could actually cause you to lose money because of trading fees on Ethereum could get so high. One of the really cool things that we've seen within Solana is it being such a low transaction fee. We've seen other protocols start to pick up the V33 method, which is, you know, that third position V3, and then also in a Gamma pool. But we haven't really seen anyone succeed so far as well as HawkFi. One of the things that HawkFi has done, you know, is just really up their game, providing support both on Radium pools, Orca pools, and now Meteora. You can really choose between Meteora and Orca on their new site. But like I said, for a new user, I actually really like their old school. What made them succeed so well, and that's one of the things that always makes me a little sad. When a protocol really takes off, one of the things that they want to do is they want to make their site more fancier. And I'm like, bells and whistles are cool, but bro, this is what got you the prom date, you know, not whatever it is you want to become, but this is what got you, that made you prom king. Why? Because everyone saw the value, and you make it so easy to use. You make it really easy for newcomers to use. And so that is why I'm going to do this way. So first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new wallet just for this exercise. So obviously, we're going to create a new account. We are going to name this LP test, and we're going to give it a cool picture. That is, let's see. What do we want? Do we want? Do we name it after one? Well, we don't have any collectibles in that wallet, so we're going to call it Poop. I like that image. That's a cute image. And the reason why I'm using the poop emoji is because poop is fertilizer, and fertilizer helps things grow. So yes, that sounds very hilariously funny, but that's one of the really cool things with liquidity providing in a V3 situation is the growth side of things. By providing liquidity, you can see your initial investment grow passively. This is one of those things where you can see passive income, especially for like larger pools and larger dollars go in and they post in, you know, $20,000, $30,000 into like one LP, and then they just live off of the funds on the back end off the trading fees. You know, especially if you're finding some high yield opportunities. And what's really cool is the way HawkFi uses both the incentivizations to add to the APR and trade that in, as well as your trading fees. You get some really outrageous trading fees, percentage APYs. As you can see here, within my current dashboard, because we aren't on my account. So, okay, there's LP tests all the way down there. So as we can see here, we're going to connect my wallet. I'm just going to showcase some of the LP positions. So 24-hour APR, 36%, 1,038%, 84%. And this is 24-hour APR. 153% on Sol with, 491% on Sol Bonk. And so these are pretty good trading fees. 9% on USDC, USDT. So 9% every 24 hours on USDT, USDC. So dollars for dollars. So that is sort of what we're going to, what I'm going to sort of showcase for you. So we're going to disconnect that, and then we're going to move some tokens over from our wallet. We're going to move $50 of each token. I thought that that would be a good sort of point to sort of make, to sort of show a really easy value. So we're going to actually, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do 10 tokens. Yeah, so we're going to just probably go off the top. We'll go off the top. Badoop, badoop. So LP test, and we're going to go with dollar amount. So that's 50. Oh, no, I want dollar amount. Give me the dollar. Let's see. All right, so if I want, nope, not 70. We need 40. No, this is going to make it not fun. 30. Let's see if there's going to be an easier way. I'm going to make this easy for me. Yep, we'll skip this, and we're just going to go straight to Peanut, the squirrel, and we will get the USDC amount for Peanut, $50. That's 32.1 Peanut. So that makes it easy. So we're going to send over, first we're going to send over one Sol so that our account can be funded. Boop. And then we're going to go on over to that. So we'll send one Sol over. And then we're going to go send our tokens over. So we got one Sol. And then we're going to send 31.5. Boom. 31.45. That. that's not adding to that. So 0.25 and 0.5. Yeah, we'll figure it out when we get it over there, but that way we have it over there. So, and then we'll send everything off that we don't use. And the reason why we'll do that is so that you guys can sort of see that we're staying true to our goal of, so we sent peanut. And we're going to take notes on this as we're going. I did not plan out what I was going to send over, but, we're going to do it this way. Kobe. We're going to send some Kobe over. LP test. So what? That's 1,000 is 11. So we need 4,800. Nope. 45. 42. 4,200 Kobe. And what I'm going to do to really sort of showcase this is I'm actually going to give up some of my token position in these pools. I'm actually only going to go in one-sided. What's going to happen is HawkFi will trade me out of my position. So these could skyrocket and I'll lose out on that. But I sort of feel like that's worth it for the cause. Whack. Who doesn't like woman yells at cat? Let's see here. All right, so 1,000. Nope. 4,500. 4,000 of that. So, all right. So now we're going to send over that piece over there. So we're going to send over some whack. What else do we have that you might want to see? Let's see. Nope, nothing in the comments. All right, so we're going from here. We got 3 done. Now Ponky, we're gonna go put that over there because we got enough of that. And like I said, I'm gonna be losing out on part of my position, but that's okay. It's for science, right? But I want to showcase how awesome liquidity providing can be. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 done. So, all right, we're almost there. What else do we got? This one's been fun. So yeah, but I don't know. No, that one doesn't have a good. Ned Popcat. Popcat obviously has been doing well. All right, so Popcat will do. Next up, we will do. Let's see what else. Upside down cat. Upside down cat was one that we sort of faded, and we're sort of sad that we faded it. What we have left in our wallet, we actually considered dust. We got out of Popcat way too early. Boop. Nope. All right. So let's add a 5 to that. There we go. So upside down cat. Let's see. That's 1, 2. That's 6 down. So we got 4 more to go. Gotus Maximus is a good one. Goat. We'll showcase sort of how that goes. Boom. All right. And I think that would be what, 50? Yeah. 48 go. Now, what you might see, you might be wondering, well, do you need both sides of the pool to get into one? One of the really cool things with HawkFi is that HawkFi makes it so you can go in one-sided. So if you even have a pool where you don't have the other token, you just have Sol, you can enter into a position, which is really cool. We're going to do Bonk just because Bonk we really like, and Bonk, oh, that's Shroom. I want Bonk. Boom, boom. Where did Bonk go? All right. Bonk is a good one. So even if nope. You're low on a token, it's a really easy way to get into an LP position. Now, the other big platform where you can do some cool LPing, obviously across multiple different chains, is Beefy, and we'll do Beefy another day. But yeah, these are all tokens that. So all right, so we need two more. GameStop is always a good one because there's a lot of action on that one. And then I'm going to, let's see here. What do we need? 10,000? Nope. We're going to change that to 8,000. 8,000, 5150. All right. GME. And then we're going to trade out of some Solana real quick. And we will trade the Sol. So we have 15. So we need $35. All right. And one of the things that really sucks with Solana, at least within like Jupiter and within the Phantom wallet, is if you're trying to trade for an exact amount, you get a weird slippage usually, which is sort of weird. So we'll get that in just a second. Let's go find that. Where did that go? All the way down. Where our USDC go? Send. We should get the USDC in a second. Swapping is slow. All right. Well, that will showcase how fast Radium Swap is. Why not? We love how fast Radium Swap is. So we'll get into there. We'll go Sol to USDC. And we will go for 35 again. And that'll show us how much we need. Boom. Swap. Done. Sol's on fire tonight, by the way. So there's a lot of trading going on. We'll get there. Eventually. Someone will get us there eventually. But we've sent all of our other pieces off a little bit. So, and as we can see now, we'll go down to our little poop emoji. All right. So as you can see here, we've sort of entered in. We can turn off these because we're not going to use those. Let's see, manage token list. We can turn off Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polygon, and Base ETH. Boom, we'll turn those off. So there's that. Pay for fees and deposits. Yeah. So we'll go back over and all right. So connect. All right. Transaction timed out. All right. So we're just going to do this. There we go. Make that easy. Compute and swap. And we'll wait for that to happen. So, all right. As we wait for that to happen, that is our last token that we're going to bring over. There we go. So now that our last token has been brought over, we're going to go back over and we're going to send that USDC over. And that'll be easy. So there we go. Send. All right. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 tokens over there. And let's go check. We should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus our soul. So now we're going to get actually into it, and we're going to go for each token that we have. We're going to go with a new position. So we're going to connect, and then we're also going to sign this once we start making positions. So what you'll start over with is first in strategy. And obviously our first token that we have is Peanut. So we'll see here once this loads up that there's a few different pools that we could get into. And we're waiting for all of the data points to load. If we have to, we'll just do a cache reset, which that shift refresh button. So we'll go back to Peanut and we'll wait for that to arrive. So we see sold Peanut with a 2% fee, a 1% fee, 2% fee, and 1% and a 0% fee. So what that is that's how large of a fee percentage the pool is paying on trades. So that's usually what we'll go into. Now you'll also see like a Peanut bonk. We could go into that with both our Peanut and our bonk and go in $50 on each side, and you would see what does that liquidity pool look like at the end of a day? What does it look like at the end of 14 days? And what does it look like at the end of 30 days? But we're going to be simple, and we're going to go into the Soul Peanut because that is the major pool. And so we'll see here, auto swap deposit. So that allows us to go in with just one side. And then we're going to go auto rebalance to regularly get back into range. One of the things that I'd like to do when I'm trading a token that has a lot of trade going on is I set my slippage at 10 so that there's not a failure in the creating of the order book and the creating of everything on it. So that's sort of the big point there. So 33, 31. $50.78. So we're going to go in with 31.5 peanut. And that equals, I'm going to take notes on this and I'm going to write these notes down so that you can follow along and you know what's going to happen with all of this. So right now what this is saying is that I'm going to be making 17 cents per day, $1.17 per week, and $5 per month, just without any trades happening, just by providing that LP. So we know that there is rebalancing and all of those impermanent loss and divergent loss and price exposure to the underlying tokens. So we're gonna go with this. So what it's doing is it's creating the transaction steps. So it's writing out what steps it has to take to get us to where we want to go. So the 0.02 SOL for creating that account, then the 31 peanut to get us there. And we'll see at the end of this also, we'll sort of see, since we started with 1 SOL, it will also show you how much it sort of cost. Oh, as you can see, so we're going to try that again. It made the first 2 steps. And this happens sometimes. Try again. Sometimes what I've had to do is I've had to back out, refresh the position, and it will go right through. So this one I think might fail as well, just because there's so much price movement. All right, transaction 2 was made, and steps 3 and 4. So as you can see, creating the user state accounts, partially swapping peanut to SOL, and then opening the orca positions, depositing tokens, and then creating that place there. So it's all done. And as you can see right here, what we're going to leave it set. We're going to leave every pool the same, so you guys can sort of see this is their standard setup. So I just want you to sort of see where they're looking at it from a user perspective. Like, they want you to make money. That is one of the, this protocol is literally made, do they make a little bit of money? Yes, but they only make money if you make money, which is a really cool incentive. So if they don't make you money, how are they going to make money? So their goal is to make you money. By keeping you in that range, that 30% range, you're making a good percentage. So right now we're making roughly 120% 24-hour APR on this. So all we have to do is refresh, and it will show us our balance there. We'll sign our message. Oh, it didn't get all of the peanut deposited. So let's see here. We have to go back in. We have currently $8, so we need $41. So that's going to be, so we'll go into that position with all right, auto swap, slippage set to 10. All right, there we go. So 27. Boop. 26. 41.92. Yep, there we go. All right, so we're gonna try to put that 26 peanut to work. And we're gonna get into all of these positions, and then we're gonna hope you have you'll see sort of the steps in this of what it takes, and you'll see how that sort of works. what happened in this position, and we'll probably see it in a couple others. And the reason why we'll see it is because I'm picking actively traded tokens, is that price range moves out of that little window that they try to keep you in, while it's setting it up. Now, once they have you in that pocket, it's really easy to move you around. So there we go. All right. So as you can see, our balance is $50.46. So boom, 50.46. So we're taking note of this. All right, back over to strategies, and we're going to be doing this through all of these. So Kobe is our next guy. All right, no matching strategies for Kobe. Okay, so Kobe we might have to kill off of our list and bring in a new token to match that. I should have checked that out first, but I did not. All right, woman yells at cat. TVL, Orca. All right. So there we go. We're going to do all of the same things. We're going to set up auto rebalance, auto compound, auto swap, and then we're going to set slippage at 10. So once again, 4,000. So we're going to want 3,800, 3,700, 3,750, 3,750. All right. So that leaves what? 250. All right. This is a fun thing to do. Why? Like, I can't believe I'm giving up my positions, and I love these tokens. So I got into a lot of them with a penny, and now they're worth £1. So I'm sad giving those up, but it's one of those things to where education is something that I learned like a monkey by clicking buttons. This is how I've learned a lot of my stuff. I talk to a lot of smarter people. You know, it's through my experience of working through protocols time and time again that I find what works for me and how I'm able to, you know, shoot, you know, my portfolio has grown rather well. And, you know, on Solana, and I think it was 2.5 years ago, live on a Twitter space, or like right before I hopped onto a Twitter space, I literally got drained of everything in my wallet, and that sucks. So it's one of those things that, you know, it happens. It's not an if, it's a when. And so you know, I really appreciate, and that could have 100%. One of the really cool things that I love about the Soulflare wallet and Phantom wallet is it gives you human readables of what is happening in your wallet and what's going in and what's coming out. Unlike MetaMask on Ethereum, you know, everything's sort of obfuscated behind a JSON file and hex information. But we're seeing some really cool stuff coming out of like Wallet Guard that showcases what is, or Join Fire, what is happening in your wallet, what is leaving, what is coming in, what is going out, what you're giving permissions to. But I literally was so impatient on wanting to get into something. Oh, so see, we have to try that again. I didn't even wait for the transaction to finish loading. I just, you know, hit send, and then got 1,000 notifications of everything leaving my wallet. So if a transaction simulation doesn't happen, and it is a new contract for you, I recommend canceling that and refreshing it and allowing it to show. So, all right, we got it. So now we're in for $50.46. So we know where we're at with WACI. Next up, we're going to go with Ponky. All right, so we can sort of see here the best pools. Ponky Soul, Ponky Soul 1%. And now one of the things that are where we can look at something, we can look at 24-hour volume. What has the most action? Now, would I want at a 0.3% versus a 1%? Would I rather have 0.152% of the TVL or 1% or 1.3% of 130K? Obviously, the math-wise really sort of pushes this forward to where if you break down the math, you're going to want to go with the one that has the most volume because that's what we're that's what we're after is volume. So once again, we're going to set this all up, auto swap, auto rebalance. We're going to set our slippage to 10%. And then we're going to go with our Ponky, which should be 64. Nope, 63. 62. 62 Ponky. Oh my gosh. Pengu would be so mad that I'm giving up my Ponky, but I'll tell him it's for a good cause, that someone learned something. Someone learned how to make more money. Right? Right. That sounds right. I hope that is going to be the case. I don't hope. I know that's going to be the case. And what's really cool and what I like on a V2 or even a simple V3, what I really like to try to tell people to go in on first time is go in with like USDC, USDT. Now, why? Because I want you to see what it looks like at the end result. Like you can look at your pool position and you'll see how much people are trading. If you have a lot more USDC than USDT, you know that people are buying USDT and selling USDC. If you have more USDT and less USDC, then you know that people are trading the opposite way. And so you can sort of have an eye on where the market is. But at the end of the day, especially if you're in a V2 and nothing, like you start off in $50 and $50, aka $100, you'll always have $100, just it will be disproportionate. And so that's one of the really cool things with the V2 is it can become really visually training to sort of see how pools and markets are fluctuating. So as we get that going, we're waiting for that Ponky Soul pool to create. Like I said, this is like with new account creation. Solana seems like it's sort of clogged up right now, which is actually a cool thing. It's a good thing. That means there's a lot of action going on. I've seen a lot of different, AI protocols come up in the last day. I just got off an amazing. So while we wait for this, I'm going to tell you about my day. My day was fucking amazing. I just got back from Bangkok. DevCon was amazing. I got to speak at 2 different events. I was at the FOMO gaming vault, sort of talking about what we were building at Manifest, as well as talking about what's being built on Morpheus and how people can contribute and be part of Morpheus. But then what was really awesome, we got to talk about Manifest and what we're building at Manifest. So obviously that failed, so we're going to have to do that again. But then the other big event that I got to both speak at and be a judge was at BitAngels and BitAngels Pitch Fest. So it was supposed to be 15 founders pitching. And so there was 2 lists. There was the 15 approved, and then there was 8 backups in case any of the founders declined last minute. Unfortunately, approvals got sent to both the 15 and the other 8. So we had 23 founders. All right, so that didn't get fully deposited, so we need to get the last bit of that in. So I'm going to put that at what, 27? That's 2187. Yep, that's right. That works. So there we go. In creating that pool. And so got to listen to 23 amazing pitches and then and judge them. Really, it was a great time. And because a lot of the projects that presented, it wasn't their first time pitching. They had just won, like, come off like major startup awards from like Polygon and Pole Rush and stuff like that, and just gotten huge grants, and they were like finishing off their seed round and everything like that. So that was a pretty amazing time. All right, so our total value now is $50.59. So we hit that almost on the nose. 50, 59. Oh, 50, 60. It's gone up in value. Oh my gosh. That's not supposed to happen. We're not supposed to make money in Web3. It's fake. Okay, next up, PopCat. As you can see, there is a lot of PopCats. So let's see. What PopCat and Mother, Michi, Go, Mudang. So I'm only going to do these based off of what they're doing with themselves. So we have a PopCat USDC and so why not go with the one that's got $41 million in the 24-hour TVL? Why? Because that is sort of the thing. So like always, auto swap deposit, auto rebalance turn on, slippage set to 10%. And we are gonna, let's see, set that up. 30, nope. 27, nope. 28. 28 works. So that'll leave 2 left over. 28 PopCat. And to think, PopCat once had 4 zeros behind its decimal place. It's one of the really cool things. I saw a video. I feel like it was an old video, but it resurfacing and making the rounds, where some guy was, no, it was new, because he was talking about Bitcoin being at, was he talking about it being at 60 or 80K? I think he was talking about it being at like 80K. So a recent video, he was talking about how he bought $5 of, was it SHIB or Doge? Boom, PopCat made, deposited, good. So we'll refresh that. I think that should have been made. That might have been made at boom. There we go. All right. So that one's a little less than our 50. That's at 49.75. All right. That's all right though. All right. Next up, USDC cat. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Let me go find this token. It should be. Oh, upside down cat is no longer on here. That's actually sad. We found upside down cat on Hawkside, and we got into it for fun because it had an astronomical, I think we went in with like $5 originally. We've turned that $5 into a lot, which has been really fun. Where's that? All right. I want that. All right. So upside down cat is off the list as well as Kobe. So we're going to have to move 2 tokens over, which, all right, we can do that. That's fine. There's so many other cat tokens on here. All right. Nope. All right. Next up on the list is goat. Right here we have goat and soul, 13 mil. So we have, as always, auto swap, rebalance, slippage, custom, 10%. And so we're following these rules for all of these tokens that we're doing. And that way it will really sort of give 47. So that'll leave us 1. All right. But with Bid Angels, one of the really hilarious pitches, this was sort of not necessarily a prank pitch, but at the same time, it was a we're just having fun pitch because we can do whatever the heck we want. You know, some founders can just do that. This is a gentleman. His name is Suke. He is the official shit poster for Michael Saylor. He actually makes all of the images that Michael Saylor uses. All right, so that puts us in 50-44. And so he sort of went through his entire was that number go up was basically his entire strategy. So they were going to launch a token that everything, all of their profits would then go in buying MicroStrategy shares, just like how the reverse of MicroStrategy. Basically how MicroStrategy does everything it can. It leverages debt, leverages capital to buy Bitcoin. They would do the exact opposite of doing everything. Instead of buying Bitcoin, buying MicroStrategy shares. The whole idea behind it was to then always make sure that Michael Saylor is sort of in charge. Sort of taking like fanboy of Michael Saylor to a whole nother level, but loved it because one of the really funny things within his pitch, he had all the charts, all the numbers, all the Sam Tom sums that you needed, all the tokenomics, and he was just basically yelling, number go up. See, another chart, number go up. Another chart, number go up. And it made for a great little break after 16 of the 23 pitches. It sort of gave everyone a little bit of a break, which was really nice. Everyone really loved it, but gave a really cool sort of break to everything. All right, so as always, now with Bonk, same thing, slippage set to 10%. And 108. Oh. All right, so that's going to be too much. Change that to 5. Change that to 2. All right, let's try 1. There we go. 1,010,000. All right. So that'll leave us 70,000 left over. Once again, I am taking notes of all of this so that I can write a report. I hate writing so much, and if you follow me, you know how much I hate writing, and I just like talking about things in picture. Like, I would have done amazing in Egypt. Like, if I could have just like written everything in like hieroglyphics, I probably then would have hated pictures and asked to like just like, I want to be a storyteller, you know? So yeah, all right. We've I hate writing reports. All right, so boop, boop, something. It didn't go all the way through, so we got it. We're going to go push that. There we go. It went through. Refresh that. And there is our ending balance. We're going to sign in, confirm, $49.98. All right, there we go. Now, next up, GME. Good morning. I don't know. Yeah, emergency. But as we can see here, right, there's a handful of different GME and Win, Jupe, Gmeow, GME and Sol. So we're going with the same pool pick, top pool pick on all of these. Like I said, we're following rules here. You can't have a science experiment if you change the rules. 8,000. Yep, that works. So we'll deposit 8,000. And we will be completely cracked out on pink slush. Alani. I like this stuff. It's not so much liquid as a Monster or Bang or C4, but it has just as much caffeine in it. Actually, it has more caffeine than a Monster, less than a Bang. C4s are between 200 and 240 milligrams. So, yeah. All right. So that is $50.08. Boom. Got it. All right. So last up, well, we're going to do a USDC. I don't know. What should we? USDC Sol is actually pretty good. So yeah, we're going to do that one. We're going to do that pool. Same rules apply. Auto deposit, auto rebalance, slippage at 10%. And we are going to, so if we hit max, boom, there's 50 on the nose. So deposit. I bet you we're going to have $49.99 after deposit due to slippage. That'll be really hilarious. 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 So we do have to get 2 more tokens. Looks like we're going to have $49.96. Estimated guess based off of what my wallet said as I hit confirm. So I cheated, or I just read it really fast before hitting confirm. Now, one of the things I talked about earlier was about approvals and me getting drained for all of my Solana funds. It sucks. That really does suck. $49.80. All right. So $49.80 is our ending balance. HawkFi has gone through multiple security audits and ongoing pin testing and security audits through both Halborn and OtterSec. They have huge backing behind different protocols because they partner really heavy. They're basically just, their smart contracts are basically depositing you into other smart contracts hosted by Radium, Meteora, and Orca. Now, they also, because they're using those pools, they're re-auditing Orca, Radium, and Meteora's LP pools. Because they're the protector of your money. They don't make money unless you make money. So it's in their best interest that you make money, not lose it. So I think that that's a really good strategy. All right, so Kobe and Upside Down Cat, we're going to send back to our wallet. So we're going to send all this Kobe back to us. Badoop, badoop. And then we're going to send all of the USD upside down cat to us as well. Sending. All right. And we're going to go find 2 new tokens. We're going to be a little smarter. We're going to check to see if they have pools this time before we send them over. Just for that simple fact that we want to make sure we can do that. So let's see. Can I open up a window over here? Nope, it's the same wallet. All right. So boom, we have this wallet. As you can see, so far with these pools, we've spent 0.2 SOL, just under 0.2. And we've had a couple failed transactions. So I would say what, 9, 10, 11, 13 transactions so far. And we're going to move that down. We're going to reduce that down to exactly half a SOL so that you can see exactly what things look like and what Hawksite takes out of it as rebalancing happens and everything like that. So that's what we're going to do. So let's see here. What should we? So we're going to move all of these tokens as well. So we're going to send everything. We're going to send everything back home. That's 9 zeros. So we're going to do that. We're going to send USDC back. So we're going to empty ourselves of all of our tokens so that anything we make, you'll be able to see exactly what happened there. So this will be fun. This is going to be a fun thought experiment. And people used to do this a lot more often. Now it's just like how to use a photon bot, and that's awesome. It's highly needed. Don't get me wrong, but we have a lot of retail coming in. We have a lot of people coming in that don't know how to do these things. And what's even worse is there's people that have been around here for a really long time that don't know how to do these things or why to do these things. So the question is, like, if you really believe in a project, why not provide liquidity? Provide that long-term support. So yeah, I don't know. That's my 2 Gwei, or my 2 Lamports. What is a Lamport? Solana broken down. Those decimal places of Lamports, sort of like Satoshis for Bitcoin. Lamports are what decimal places are for Solana. Bet you didn't know that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. So I don't know. That is the caffeine speaking. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. Don't smoke it. Have fun with it. Learn something. This is gonna be fun. All right. So let's see what else we have left. Ponky. Boop, boop, boop. Send. That's sending. Gotus Maximus, and I wish we had gotten into Go a lot earlier. Mudang, we totally dropped the ball on. So yeah. All right, let's see here. So we need 2 more tokens that we can showcase. So all tokens, Sol USDC, Popcat, JLP, Cheeto Soul, Whiff. We can do some Whiff. I think Whiff is a good one. And next up, so we can see right here what our strategies look like. There's our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that we have so far. Now let's see. Whiff, I think we'll do. And yeah, let's do. Oh, do we want to do Render or Lucy? Let's do Lucy. Just because, yeah, I think we might need to get some of those tokens anyways. So, all right. So out of our little poop emoji, back to our main wallet. Kobe. Vin isn't on the list, right? Devin. Da Vinci. I don't think this is the right Devin. Yeah, that's not the right Devin. All right. So we'll go back over here. Oop. We said whiff and loose. And then if we have to buy the whiff, we'll buy the whiff. Let's buy the whiff. Opus? We could do Opus. To do Bubble Buddy. Happy Cat. That was an airdrop that we got. Yay, Happy Cat. Let's see. Ned, I don't think has a pool yet. Let's see. All right. Do we have whiff in this wallet? I think we do. No. We have 3 whiff. Dog whiff. All right, so let's go get some more whiff. We're going to use one of our favorite sites for trading outside of Radium, and that's Jupe. We'll connect that wallet. There we go. So with all right, since we are all right, we need 12. So what is that? We need $38 worth of whiff. So nope. There we go. All right, that'll give us enough whiff. And then we need loose. We need loose. So we have 23 of it, right? So we need 27. So let's go see. What is 0.9? So we need like 0.1. Two. That's close enough. All right. There we go. So now that we have our loose and whiff, we're going to move those over, and we're going to do the last same things that we have going on to finish out this 10 token trip. So we're going to send whiff, not Wi-Fi, whiff. We'll send that to our LP test. So 15, so 14, nope, 15, 15 with it is. And then we're going to send over the Lucy or loose. There we go. So 240. So 235. 235. All right. Now we'll switch back to our LP test wallet. We're going to deposit these two. And we will then, boom. All right. So we're back to this wallet. Back over to Hawksite. And so first up is WIF. There we go, right there. 27 mil in the last 24 hours of this. All right. So as always, auto swap deposit, auto rebalance, 10% slippage tolerance. Now, this is what slippage tolerance is what I have found to work really well for me. I then tend to not have any problems. Oh. Especially if there's a lot of movement and volume moving. So that can, you can either pay a bunch of transaction fees to sort of slip in there and get, oh, we got to refresh. Oh, wait. And let's see. Nope, we're good. All right. Nectar of the gods, caffeine is. This is burnt out. So I've actually gotten through. One of the really cool ones I got when I was in Bangkok was Puff Paw. They came out with their 2% like mango. Oh, all right. So stack action. All right, cool. I know what happened there. So what we're gonna do is we're going to do what I should have done. Refresh. And there we go. So that was 15. So that's 5091. All right. Next up, last one that we're doing is our loose. As you can see, there's 4% 24-hour yield, 5.3 million. So auto rebalance, auto swap. And before I turn on the auto swap, I will show you why I turn on that auto swap. Because if I don't turn it on, it will automatically put the balance amount of SOL roughly for that pool in there. And so that gives me 2,000 projected APR. But when I turn my auto swap, 235, there we go. So it doesn't add the SOL automatically to it. It will trade it out. So instead of it being roughly $50, it would double it up and put in that balanced amount for me. So we're putting in 235 loose. That second step failed, so we're going to have to probably do 2 transactions on this. It's going to deposit some of it, and then we're going to have to deposit the rest of it. Yep. So it only went, got it. So it only went half in for us. So we're going to add that other $22. So we're going to keep that change. No. All right, we'll just go in max with that. Make sure we're still at 10% slippage. We're in that position, so we got that locked, so it will get us in there. Boom. All right. So that gives us $50.69. Nope, 70. It's gone up a little bit. It rounds it up. It's 69 and change. But there we go. So we're going to empty our wallet of our last bits of token. So dog with hat, we're going to send all of that. And then we're going to send the rest of our loose. And then it looks like we have a little bit of goat and a little bit of bonk left. That's fine. We'll get rid of those in a second. I am going to, let's see here. What is the best SOL pool? Oh, it's a SOL USDC. Let's see what the best SOL incentivized pool is. No. SOL Popcat, SOL USDC is the next up one. SOL JLP. So we can see our Boba Opa. Why not? Let's degen into this. This is going to, we'll make an 11th pool. And we're going to go in with SOL on some random shit. Because why not? Like that. Like, we can't have a little education without having a little bit of fun. And I don't even know what this token is. So let's get in it. Why not? So 0.25, nope. 0.21. There we go. 0.21. It's going to be roughly $50.97. So let's get into it. Boba Opa. So like Uncle Boba, I think, maybe. I don't know. T-Cat? T-Uncle? Jelly? Soy slippage tolerance exceeded. All right. Let's confirm it just so we can get that account created. Then we're gonna go back into it. So like I said, it was feral. All right. So it's opening it up with like 0.09, and then we're going to be in there. What's the difference between 0.09? I think so. That's 20. So we need $30. Got it. All right. So we need to do, we have all the same settings still. But instead of 0.21, 0.21 minus 9 would be what? 13, 12, 12. Yeah. So 0.12. Yeah, 69. No, 0.201. 29. There we go. 29.37. There we go. So because of this astronomical APR, it says we're going to be making $18 a day off of just a $29 deposit. Now that is both on. All right. So, yep. So we're going to cancel that. This is going to fail. So we're going to close this. And then what we're going to do is we are going to hit, where's the refresh button? All right. 0.121 deposit. There we go. All right. So that's our last piece. So we're at $50 on the nose there. And now we're going to look at our dashboard. So we're going to have 11 positions. So we're going to have to go over one tab to see our lowest one, which is Soul Goat at 49.73. But you can sort of see all of our little positions here and where they're trading at. Soul Loose has already gone up. It's at 51.20. So it's already made. Let's see here. So Loose has already moved. So that's sort of one of the things where we can sort of see. One of the cool things here is showing his position is active. And so that's sort of a really cool point there. So now we're going to clear out everything that we have in our wallet. We have, let's see if we can get rid of this. All right, that's sent. And then Bonk, same thing. Now get ready for Bonk Miss. Bonk Miss is coming up. Some cool things are coming up with Bonk Miss. Make sure you guys are ready for that. All right, so now we have our Solana left. We're gonna break this. We're gonna send everything except for 0.5. The reason why is I want you to. I want to show you the simple fact that boom, there we go. So we're leaving exactly 0.5 Sol in our wallet. And the reason why is I want you to be able to see the transactions that are done via Hawksite using our wallet, so that so we have exactly 0.5 Sol. So that leaves us 0.5, aka 121.47. Now the 121.47 for the Sol tracking isn't going to be really good because Sol's moving and Sol's doing some good climbs right now. But that sort of shows you what was left in our wallet. As you've seen, as we've been talking, Sol's gone up a little bit. So it is a bad metric. But what we'll do is at the end of 30 days, we will pull everything out. I'll tally all of this up in my follow-up post. So please look out for that. And, and you guys can track this. This isn't one of those one sold to 100 things. That's for like active trench trading. This is the benefit of providing liquidity to the projects you believe in. And what's really funny is you don't actually have to fully believe in it if other people do. And there's a lot of volume trading. And what's great is even if that's like 1 to 2 days, you can get in and you can get out. I'm earning 2,000% per 24 hours. Is that sustainable? No. People are going to get bored like degens do, and they're going to go look at something else. But hopefully some part of the next 24 hours, I'm going to earn 2,201% in fees on my position. So take it. It's money. So literally we can see here just by sorting these. And once it gets a little bit of time, it will show my total balance and my 24-hour yield and my average 24-hour APR. So this will be a really fun thing. It is 1:01 a.m. as we finish this off. So we will check this out tomorrow at 1:01 a.m. now that we are fully goaded into this. So one of the things that I can do right here, I'm going to copy this address. And I'm going to pop this into one of my favorite. We can actually just connect. Wrong. Watch new wallet. Log out. No, not pop out. Log out. Disconnect, connect to Phantom. There we go. So we have 11 positions. These are not my positions. I don't know why it's showing these. Yeah. So, but we can see these positions right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There should be 11. All right. So it shows all of our positions. One position is the loose soul. It should be updated, I think. We'll go check on that, but it should be updated, I think. It just might not be pushing through here, but we went with 50 on each of them, so that's $550 in 11 positions. So we'll see how that climbs. We've seen even here, look, woman yells at cat has already jumped up to $59 in this short amount of time. So there is movement all the way around in a lot of different things. That's showing up from one of my other wallets. So don't look at that. I don't know why it's showing up here. So yeah, let's do a hard refresh. Maybe that'll solve that solution. Watch any. As it breaks it down. There we go. Nice and clean. So 538. So technically we should have 550 plus 550 plus our soul. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know why it's not showing the other two positions, but we have the positions here. So we have the 11 positions. Let's look at that loose just to make sure. Yep, it's at 50. So it's just not showing up on Step Finance right now. It will in probably a short while after a refresh. Let's do that. Let's do that refresh now. Let's let it do its thing. Refresh that. So, but we're going to come back in 24 hours. Then we're going to come back in 14 days. Then we're going to come back in 30 days, and we're going to bring all the tokens back. Now, one of the things that we're not going to do, I could do it on 2 of the accounts. I could do it on the Kobe and the USD Cat. And actually, now that I'm thinking of it, I'm going to go do that because I want to show you how much everything is worth. I forget what that website is off the top of my head. So I'm not going to go to Soul Incinerator, and I'm going to close those 2 accounts to add that Soul back to my Koi. These are all going to my wallet, right? If you do it yourself, they will, sir. GM Koi. I hope you're doing well, man. It is good to see you. Soul Slugs make the great things. Soul Incinerator. All right. So let's go to Soul Incinerator. And we're going to see if we can see our Kobe and our USD Cat. And the reason why we might not is because, all right, so no NFT, no CNFTs, tokens, no tokens found, domains, cleanup, Bankit accounts. We have 13 Bankit accounts. It doesn't let us see those accounts. Unknown, confirm. All right. So if I cleaned up all of these accounts, so basically I would then have to pay that 0.002 Soul again to recreate those accounts. So I'm not going to, yeah. So we're not going to do that. Disconnect. So I thought it was going to let me see which accounts they were. They used to, but yeah. But as you can see, what we have left in our wallet, and just for the heck of it, we can go and where are we going to go? Boom. Here we're going to go. Let's go check out that wallet. We can see here our last transfer, what we have in the portfolio, no tokens, no NFTs, no CNFTs, no stake accounts, no domains, analytics. You can sort of see our movement. Balance changes sort of shows you everything, how it all went. DeFi activities is always sort of fun because you can see what happens, the SPL burn, and everything sort of moves around, and getting into the different liquidity positions and how it does it is actually really cool to sort of look and learn. Block explorers are really good for that. So yeah, there we go. We can see all of that last bit of movement all the way around everywhere. So boom, that is what happens in a nutshell. Want to thank everyone for joining us. We're going to call it because you guys have been so awesome. I want to thank everyone for joining us on this awesome adventure to sort of showcase what providing liquidity is about, how to do it, how to go about doing it, how you can check on it, and this is one of those things where people don't really talk about it. They think you just have to go in the trenches. Well, you can actually make sometimes more money, by providing liquidity on a small token in a small token window, collecting fees, having a blast, and supporting the protocols and supporting the projects. So yeah, you might be someone else's exit liquidity, but you'll have all of one side. So if you think that this token's going to dump and then skyrocket, you might go in and have impermanent loss. But what's really cool is if that token price is moving, Hawksite rebalances you, so you're always staying in the center of that price range, that 30% price range. You can change it if you want. You can make it tighter, and you get a higher trading fees, but more rebalancing will cost you more in the long run. And so just be passive, make passive fucking money. And so we're going to end tonight's stream in the same way we end every stream, with our words of wisdom and the greatest worst knock knock joke on the face of the planet. This is how we've ended 797 episodes so far. So why not make it 798? Once again, shout out and thank you to everyone joining us on LinkedIn, Player One Taco YouTube, 0xDegens YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Telegram, Kick, Rumble, on-chain via Unlonely, and on-chain via Soul Media Tech, and all of those joining us on Twitter Video and Twitter Spaces. So as always, our words of wisdom are always the same. A closed mouth cannot be fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth, meaning if no one knows you're looking for opportunity, opportunity can never come a knocking. If opportunity does come knocking and no one answers, it's going to keep on walking. With that, we wish you all an adieu and a great night. And knock, knock. Who's there?